Are you trying to figure out the best way to promote your YouTube channel? Are you asking yourself questions like, is YouTube promotion worth it for channel growth? Wondering if increasing your videos per week will get you the boost you need? Stick around for the crazy results I got when comparing YouTube ads to increasing video frequency for channel growth. I'm ELISE Michelle Nelson. I'm a YouTube business strategist and lead generator, which means that I help you use video to create visibility and generate leads for your business. Today we're answering the questions: is YouTube promotion worth it for channel growth? And do I need to post more videos to get seen? So let's go ahead and talk about this problem. All YouTube channels creators are trying to figure out how to grow faster. It's this constant struggle of figuring out exactly how to get your channel to grow, how to get the views, how to get the subscribers, how to ultimately get the leads into your business so that you can make sales. And you find yourself questioning what is the best option. And there are tons of options out there, but today in this video, we're going to be talking about 3. The first one is to increase your video uploads. So if you upload more videos more frequently, will you get more views? Will it help boost your channel? That's the first thing we consider. Second, we might consider running ads. Are we interested in running ads to other YouTube channels in order to get more people to watch our YouTube videos? And then finally, we all know we have to post everything to social media. So today I want to go through how each of these resulted in growth for my business or didn't. And we're going to look at the stats. I'm going to show you exactly what I used, how I did it, and you're going to get to see what this looks like when someone does all 3 of these things and how they impact your YouTube growth. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you never miss a tip to create visibility and generate leads for your business. Just like you, I asked myself the same 3 questions, and so I decided to test it out. In just a minute, I'm going to show you my results, but first let's talk about the strategies that I used. My first strategy was to post on social media. And so I post on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google Business, Pinterest. So those are the places where I was posting. I use Metricool. It's my favorite social media scheduler, and I have a whole playlist of videos showing you how to use Metricool. So if you want to check that out, they'll put a link in the description below. This is what I do. I post the day that a video goes live on YouTube, within an hour or so of the video going live on all of those platforms. But then I also have what is called an auto list in Metricool, which is where you can upload content and it will post it and then drop it down to the bottom so that it'll be posted again later. So here is my auto list on Metricool. I have it called my YouTube Look Back, and you can see it's posting to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google My Business, and Pinterest, which are the places that I just told you. And if you scroll down, you can see I have all of this content in here that gets posted about my old YouTube videos. And once it posts once, it goes to the bottom, and that way it'll get posted again once it gets to the end. So this particular auto list that I have in Metricool has 119 videos from YouTube that are being posted onto social media. And I post 7 days a week. That means that I have 17 weeks of repeating content. So every 17 weeks, each video is mentioned again. I am trying to send traffic to the videos over and over again. So those are the 2 ways that I use social media posting in order to get more eyes on my YouTube content. Well, my second strategy is I am doing a 100-day video challenge where I'm posting every single day. When I started that challenge, my intention was to do a video every day, but the strategy that I've seen actually work best for business owners is to use shorts and videos on YouTube. So I changed up my strategy after a few days, and I started posting a video one day and then a short the next day and alternating back and forth between them. And that actually definitively increased my views and was getting more subscribers, et cetera, et cetera. And I'll show you that in this graph in just a moment. But so 100 days posting a video and a short alternating. And then my third strategy is to run YouTube ads. And I actually used a service to do this so that I wouldn't have to spend time trying to figure it out and whatever. And the service that I used is called Prodvigate. I will drop an affiliate link in the description of this video for you in case you want to try it out. Let's go ahead and look at the results. So this is from April 16th to June 19th, what happened on my channel. And you can see that in that time period, I got 9,000 views, 116 watch hours, and 40 subscribers. And I wanted to show you this overarching views that you can see. This period at the beginning is when I was using advertising through Prodvigate. This period in the middle is when I was only doing social media posting. And then this period at the end is when I started posting every other day a video and a short. And you can see that the high point is here. This is when I was running ads at 834 views. And the second point is here when I was posting daily, and that was 640 views. This is to show you an overarching graph of what happened during these 3 periods. So let's go ahead and start with Prodvigate, since that was the first thing that I did. I ran $93.10 worth of ads on Prodvigate, so I spent under $100, and it resulted in 4,275 views. And you can see that's what they claimed. If I look at the channel analytics for that time period, I have 4,400 views, so it seems reasonable that what they said I got is probably what I got. 41.5 watch hours plus 20 subscribers. And again, this is where that high point of 834 views came into play. And you can see here that during this time, I posted 3 shorts and did 2 lives. And that's all I did. So this was just letting Prodvigate run 2 specific videos that were my best performers. I asked them to run the ads to those specific videos to see what I could do with those ones that were my top performers. So this is the result from using YouTube ads via Prodvigate. And I'll drop the link to Prodvigate if you'd like to try it in the description of this video. So the second section is social media. During this time, only social media for the most part was sending traffic to my YouTube channel. And these are the results of that. So in that time period, we got 1,000 views, 33 watch hours, and 7 subscribers. Here is where I started posting daily. And you can see that I was posting at least once a day through this graph here. And again, my second highest day was 640 views right here during this period where I was posting daily. 4,800 views, 50 watch hours, and 20 subscribers. So now I want to point out what this means. So when I was only doing social media, this is the longest time period, and I definitely got the least views, least watch hours, and least subscribers. So social media did bring me traffic. So let's just be clear. I am not saying that you cannot get traffic, that you cannot get views, that you cannot get people interested in what you're doing by just using social media. But when you compare social media to something like ads or posting frequency, the ads and the posting frequency blow this out of the water. So probably a combination of these is what you want to consider. But so these were the stats from just social media alone. And I want to point out that I am a very established channel. So I have social media postings even beyond what I just talked to you about. So I have a pretty active social media following. I have 7,000 followers on Facebook alone. So social media, even with having been established for years and having a high following, did not generate as much traffic as these other 2 options. So then let's jump into Prodvigate. So when we were doing the YouTube ads, we got 4,408 views. Let's compare that to when I was posting every day, 4,800. So these are very close. The posting every day has 4 additional days over Prodvigate. So there are a couple of extra days here. So the increase makes sense. So again, views. So then we'll look at watch time. The watch time for Prodvigate was 41.5. And daily posting was 50.6, and then subscribers was 20 on both. So you can see that the numbers for running the ads with Prodvigate and posting every single day are very similar, whereas the numbers that we got for doing social media significantly less. What does that mean? That means that you have 2 options, and this is really just always the case, so it's not really surprising that this is how it works out, but your 2 options are you can spend time or you can spend money. And isn't that just what we find every single time we try and do something in our business? Now, the advantage of doing the video posting is it is going to force you to be better. Every single video you post, you will improve, you will get better ideas, thumbnail creation, title creation, editing, posting, finding descriptions, keywords, all of those things will get faster and faster the more you do it. So by implementing a strategy like what I did here, where you're posting every day, you will force yourself to get better and better. And the better you get at creating your content, the more likely you are to grow your subscribers, your views, and ultimately your leads and sales for your business. So there is a distinct advantage here. But there's also an advantage through doing something like running ads through Prodvigate. It's really easy. It's really simple. Literally, all I had to do was take out my credit card, tell them what videos I wanted them to send traffic to, and I got the views. So there is a distinct advantage to both of these options. Now, before we talk about the disadvantages of these options, I want to let you know that I have a YouTube cohort where you can join me with others to get personalized help, and I will walk you through step by step how to use YouTube as your #1 source of leads and sales for your small business. So if you would like to join us, you're going to go to myscheduledbiz.com/cohort, and you'll be able to come in and get help every single week growing your YouTube channel, where you'll be able to ask questions and I will give you direction in what the next step is for your business. So let's go ahead and talk about the negatives here. For Prodvigate, it's true, it's simple, it's easy, you just put your money out and they do it for you, but it may not be your ideal audience. As a matter of fact, it probably isn't your ideal audience. So it's questionable if this is the right strategy. Now, Prodvigate does go out of their way to make sure that they are using YouTube ads in order to get people to your site. So what this means is, in order for people to come to your channel, they had to have seen the ad and been interested enough to click. It is possible that means that you're getting the right people. However, the results after I ended my Prodvigate tells me that it's probably not likely. So let's look at that. If we go back to our main image here of the entire time period, as soon as the Prodvigate ad ended, drop off. Nobody looked at my videos anymore. This is the time when I was doing the social media posting. And if you go back and look through my stats for my channel, this is pretty average for me, somewhere between 30 to 60 or 70 views a day. So the fact that these views completely dissipated and went away tells me that the people that ended up coming in through Prodvigate are probably not really interested in what I'm doing, because if they were, they would have looked at other things during this remaining time period. But an argument could be made that I wasn't posting anything during that time period. And if I'm not posting anything, they're not going to look at me. They're not going to view my channel as much. So an argument could be made that some of these people that came and looked at my channel during the Prodvigate ad are the people that are looking at my content here, where we were posting a video every day. There's no definitive way to 100% find the answer to that question, but it looks like, from just this limited data, that Prodvigate delivered in the moment and didn't continue to deliver. Whereas posting every day means I have a lot of video content that can be found via search. And if you know anything about what I teach for business owners, search is your #1 goal. Because when you are found via search, it means that people will find your content not only now, not only for the next couple of weeks, not only for the next couple of months, but for years to come. And so the advantage here of having this work deliver for years, in my opinion, far outweighs the brief spike that you get from doing something like running ads. Now, if you have the time and money to do both of these, that would clearly be your best option. That's the results of trying these 3 strategies and how it played out for my business. Now, does that mean that this same thing is going to happen for you? No. But could it? Yes. And ultimately, at the end of the day, the more content you put out, the better you get and the more likely you are to find your audience. Let me tell you a story about a client that I had. So I recently had a conversation with a client who had built a YouTube channel. She had spent a year of her life planning and building a YouTube channel. She put videos out, she did the research, she made sure she was creating content that people would want to see for 1 year. Then she stopped. She literally did not touch her channel anymore after that year. And she came to me to talk to me 5 years later. The reason she made an appointment to speak with me was because her channel was just then starting to see decreased views and she wasn't getting as many leads into her business. So she worked for 1 year and saw results for 5 years. And then she came to me and wanted to know how to pick up the results again. She was literally getting views, subscribers, leads, and sales for 5 years after working on her business for 1 year. You can't say that for something like social media. You can't say that for something like ads that you just run one time. YouTube is the only place that is going to make it possible for you to work on building your business today so that it delivers for tomorrow. And so YouTube is a really good place to invest your time and money. I highly recommend that you join us in the YouTube cohort. If you have any more questions, I would love to see those in the chat. Drop a comment below with your industry and tell me what questions you have about YouTube, and I will be sure to answer those in an upcoming video. I am so glad that we get to live our dreams together every single day, and I hope to see you next time.